Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to talk today about 6 reasons, that's 6, or like this if you prefer, 6 reasons that your business isn't growing. I'm very well qualified to talk about this topic because I've made all these 6 mistakes. And so when I point the finger at you, I'm fully aware that there are 3 more fingers pointed right back at me. So that's why I'm very well qualified to talk about this. Notice, first of all, the word that's underlined in every single one of these, it's your fault. That's the first step, is taking 100% responsibility for it. So let's jump into it. Reason number 1, you're content. The reality is, like, if you're like me, and I think like a lot of people that are hardworking and start a business and start growing, we come from backgrounds that are maybe lower middle class or poor, and we have this hardworking ethic and we offer a service to people and things go well, but then we get happy and you exceed the level that your parents were at. You're making more money than you really ever thought you were going to make before. You exceeded what you thought was possible, and now you're just happy. You actually are content with where you're at. That's maybe a place for self-reflection. Do you even want to grow? Are you only trying to grow because you think that's what's expected of you? Maybe you're happy where you're at. That's something that you need to evaluate. Number 2, you're just too controlling. The reality is that a lot of small business owners are micromanaging too many aspects, right? If I was in here trying to tell my video guy what to do all the time, nothing would ever get done because I don't know anything about video. I don't know the aspects of how to put the scenes together and make it make sense to someone watching it. So I have to let him do what he does, right? So stop micromanaging and stop trying to control every aspect. Your mind can't handle it all, and you can't be good at everything. Number 3, you don't have systems, and this is big, right? Bottom line is I recommend a book called The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber, and you need to have systems in place to alleviate the problems that are caused by having people. You can't have to have perfect people to do perfect jobs all the time. You need to have perfect systems that keep people from making those errors. And it becomes very, very difficult to grow after a certain point if you don't have specific systems in your business that handle each problem that you know are going to come up. So systems are a big one. You don't pay attention to the details. And this is a reality for a lot of small businesses. I talk to so many of you guys on the phone, and you don't know your numbers. Where are your new clients coming from? Where are your new patients coming from? Which marketing is working? Which marketing isn't? I talked to a dentist. I spent $1,000 on an ad at the airport. And I said, how many new patients is that getting you? I'm not sure. Well, you're spending $1,000 a month on it. You should probably know if that's effective or not. You have to start measuring things and paying attention to the details, right? Number 5, you pay yourself too much. This is so common. If you want to grow a big business, you have to reinvest in your business, right? If you've had early success, if you've been in business for a year or 2 and you're now paying yourself $170,000, if you go on the weekends and you're driving your boat and wakeboarding and you drive an Audi or maybe something nicer than that, like, your business isn't going to grow unless you're taking that money and putting it back in. That's just a reality, right? You should be reinvesting the money back into the business in the form of marketing, in the form of hiring people, in the form of software. It's a reality. You have to put the money back in. If your bucket is leaking, it's never going to be full. And then the 6th reason, you aren't taking any risks. And this is for those of you like, gosh, I have a friend who owns a restaurant, right? And I've actually run successful Facebook ad campaigns for him. This was a while ago. He knows how well they work. He was amazed by it. But he hasn't run any Facebook ads since, because I'm not going to do it for free for him, and he doesn't want to pay the money. He doesn't want to take the risk. So, but he is taking other risks, right? So I walked into his business the other day just to get lunch, and I'm talking with him, and I noticed he had some coupons on his desk that people had given him. He had been spending money on newspaper ads. He'd been spending money on magazine ads. He'd been spending money on the direct mail, like coupons. Those are the ones I'd seen. And he's spending over $1,000 a month on marketing, but none of them are necessarily working all that great, right? I said, why aren't you just putting that money into Facebook ads like I showed you? And his response was, I don't know, I don't really have time. And if a salesperson walks in and I like them and we get along, I generally buy what they're selling. So that's just the way I do it. And point is that he's staying in his comfort zone. He doesn't want to get out. He doesn't want to try the new thing that might be a little bit risky in his mind. So start taking risks. Do the new thing. Have you tried messenger ads yet? Have you hired someone to make a couple videos for you so you could run video ads? You've got to start taking some risks, especially if you have profit in the business. Use that profit, reinvest it, and grow the business. So anyways, guys, I hope you found that helpful. These kind of things are something for you to sit down and think about, because the growth of your business, whether you have 1 employee or 500 employees, it comes down to the leader. And these are just 6. There's a lot more, but in my opinion, these are the 6 most common mistakes that business owners are making. Hopefully this helps you correct some things, and good luck.